Welcome to our demonstration of our QuickBooks integrated solution, which we call Widgets for QuickBooks, or Widgets QB. In this demo, we'll answer common questions and show you the benefits and value of this solution. The Widgets for QuickBooks solution will allow you to easily pull your orders from your e-commerce system and import them into your QuickBooks company file. This can also be done on a scheduled basis, daily, weekly, monthly, or whenever you want. Widgets for QuickBooks integrates with some of the biggest winery DTC e-commerce platforms available. We've released 2 versions of the program. Widgets for QB allows you to link up one winery instance, whereas Widgets Pro for QuickBooks allows you to link up to 5 different wineries to batch up to 5 different company files. If you require more than 5 brands to synchronize with QuickBooks, please call or email us to discuss our available options. Your first steps are to understand if you qualify for Widgets for QuickBooks. Ask yourself these questions. Do I operate with one of the supported e-commerce platforms? Do I use a Windows computer or a Windows server running Windows 7 or newer? Do I run the desktop version of QuickBooks, version 12 or newer? Can I record all my taxes to a single item called sales tax? Can I record my taxes to a single sales tax payable liability account? Can I manage having my sales appear as sales receipts and refunds appear as credit memos? If you have answered yes or maybe to all of these questions, then Widgets for QuickBooks could definitely work for you. If you have any questions about these qualifying statements, please watch the rest of the demo and we'll be able to answer your questions more fully. Once you know that Widgets QB will work for you, your next steps are to purchase and download the Widgets for QB software. Next, download Remote Connector for QuickBooks, a free download of software from a third-party, trusted company. Widgets for QuickBooks formats the data from your e-commerce platform and schedules the sales data to be pushed into QuickBooks. Remote Connector is the program that directly pushes the formatted data into QuickBooks. Once you have the Widgets for QuickBooks software and have the Remote Connector for QuickBooks program installed, you'll be able to run the software. After a call with us to help you get set up, you'll be ready for the first batch to send your orders into your QuickBooks company file. A call with us usually takes just 1 to 2 hours to get your integration all hooked up and ready to go. Before you run any initial manual batches, it's best to always perform a backup of your company file. On the main screen of the Widgets for QuickBooks program, you'll see your dashboard. Down at the bottom, you'll have 4 main statuses of orders importing into QuickBooks. The successful orders made it through to QuickBooks without any issues. The orders that need review may have something wrong with them, such as a skew in your e-commerce system, not being able to map to a corresponding item name in QuickBooks. The orders that have failed are ones that have gone into need review, but have been deliberately rejected by you. Orders that are in processing are ones that were pulled from your e-commerce platform but were unable to be sent into QuickBooks due to a temporary issue. The most common reason orders get stuck in process is due to a report being left open in QuickBooks, especially when you log out. Therefore, it's a best practice to close your reports when you log out of QuickBooks. The results from the most recent automated batch or manual batch will show up on this screen. If you close the program, the results on these 4 colored bars will reset, but you'll always have your Batch History tab. Here you can review the previous batches that have been run. You'll also have a Logs tab to see the various e-commerce logs, QuickBooks logs, and system logs if you want to review the results further. With each batch that is run, you'll get an automatic email notification to the team members of your choice, letting you know the results of the recent widgets upload. When you see things that need review, you can open up the Widgets QB program on your computer and work on any adjustments you may need. On the dashboard, you have the Review Transactions button. Here, you click to see the orders that appear in the yellow bar, and from here, you'll be able to see why the orders didn't go into QuickBooks. From this section, you'll either be able to adjust or fix the issue, or at least find out what needs to happen to resolve the problem. The Run New Transactions button will trigger a manual batch to run. There will be a loading wheel. Just let the program run its course, and when it finishes, you'll get a pop-up message telling you that it's complete. Once that's done, you'll see the results in the colored bars. Regarding the speed of importing, you can expect to see about 500 orders get batched for every 30 minutes of batching time. Next, you have the Batch by Date feature. Here, you're given the option to choose to batch orders over for a specific time period. The Test Order Transfer button will allow you to send one order over from your existing e-commerce system to see how the process will flow. Simply type in the order number and then press the Process Test Order button. When the WGits QB solution is pulling orders through on a batch, you'll be able to have QuickBooks open to see the orders pulling over in real time. An even better feature of this solution is you can have widgets for QuickBooks, Remote Connector, and QuickBooks itself completely closed, and you can be completely logged out of your computer. Meanwhile, you'll still have the automatic scheduled batch take place as long as your computer is on. Completed orders will come into QuickBooks as sales receipts, while refunds will come into QuickBooks as credit memos. The only manual action that's needed on refunds is to give credit to record the refund. Because the money has already been captured by means of your e-commerce platform, you'll just need to record it in QuickBooks that these credit memos are actually refunded. Your e-commerce system should be the main source of your customers' data, so information that comes into QuickBooks may appear a little limited at first. Every order coming through the WGits QB tool will pool into a single generic customer account, which you could name Retail or CRM Sales. You also have the option to map customers' first names and last names to unique customers in QuickBooks. However, this isn't recommended unless you have a QuickBooks Enterprise Edition, since this can greatly increase your company file size. As orders pull in, you will get prices of the items as they were sold in the e-commerce platform. Handling, if you track that, will come over as a line item. You'll get classes, shipping, taxes, the quantities of the items sold, as well as the names of the items, and order numbers. Classes in QuickBooks will be set up to match your order types or sales channels. Item names in QuickBooks need to match your product SKUs in your e-commerce platform, or be mapped to those items. Shipping costs will come over as a line item, and taxes will come over as a line item.
Depending on what e-commerce system you're using, you can also use our Summary Batcher. This allows you to send over groups of orders to QuickBooks rather than individual transactions. These orders are sent over as summary transactions separated by payment method. So instead of needing to pull many orders per day into QuickBooks, you'll be able to send over just a few summary orders. This can greatly speed up the time that you spend reconciling and will help keep your company file size small.
To ensure that your taxes come into the system in the most accurate way possible, you'll need to ensure that your taxes are set up a specific way. Right now, your QuickBooks company file is likely set up to send your sales taxes into a sales tax payable liability account. When we map your items, we set it up to flow the same way into QuickBooks. Some concerns that you might have regarding this concept is due to the unique way that various wineries use QuickBooks. If you were concerned about tracking in-state versus out-of-state taxes, or recording the tax based on each state or each county, you may have been using a unique GL account for in-state versus out-of-state. You also may have been using a different sales tax item for the various sales tax amounts. The new arrangement that you would get accustomed to would be to utilize the reporting from your e-commerce system, which will show the sales tax broken down by state, which you can then reconcile with your sales tax payable amount in QuickBooks. For instances where you need to record the sales tax by county, you would either need to take advantage of a compliance integration or a winery compliance expert. Since wineries use QuickBooks a few different ways, we've created some helpful mapping features to ensure that your data flows into QuickBooks the way you need.
We have a SKU mapper, a class mapper, an inventory site mapper, a department mapper, and a bundle mapper.
The SKU mapper allows you an incredible amount of flexibility, where you can point any product you want to any item or sub-item in QuickBooks. Here's an example. Here we can see that we're adding a source SKU and a corresponding QuickBooks name. One thing to be aware of is whether or not you use sub-items. If you do, a sub-item needs to be written in the SKU mapper properly. For example, if your QuickBooks item name is named Rosé and is a sub-item of wine, then it needs to be written flatly with colons like this: wine, rosé. We also have made adding your items as easy as possible with an import map button. All you need is a simple 3-column CSV document and upload it. The first column is the source SKU, the second column is the corresponding QuickBooks item name, and the third column is if you need to assign a bottle size. The bottle size selector is only necessary if you track your inventory by cases rather than by the bottle. The SKU mapper is sometimes the only large portion of work that may need to be handled. This is dependent on your SKU structure in QuickBooks. The class mapper also gives you a lot more flexibility to point your orders from various order types or sales channels to uniquely named classes. The inventory site mapper is only available to those who run QuickBooks Enterprise, and only if you've purchased the advanced inventory module. This feature allows you to map your multiple inventory locations in your e-commerce platform to your unique QuickBooks inventory sites. The Profile section appears if you're using WGits Pro for QuickBooks, and allows you to control the multiple profiles you have, which would map from multiple e-commerce instances, and push sales data to multiple QuickBooks company files. One of the best features of the Profile section is most attractive to accountants. Here you can have multiple wineries that you service who may be on different e-commerce platforms. Our profile system allows you to have profiles for wineries who use various e-commerce systems.
The bundle mapper is designed to help simplify the process of selling bundles in your e-commerce system. If you sell bundles, use the bundle mapper to send over the individual products within the bundle to QuickBooks. The WGits software will ensure that you're recording the most accurate revenue possible on the items in the bundle, even if you're providing discounts on those packaged items.
WGits for QuickBooks is saving some wineries and accountants up to 10 hours a month and relieving a lot of stress with the automated batching of sales going over on a daily basis. Take a look at our pricing at the link below and choose the version that is right for you. The monthly subscription provides you prioritized, premium WGits-related support from your WGits support team. We look forward to making your life easier with WGits for QuickBooks, the leading QuickBooks integration for wineries.